I think it's time to unpack the time that I found out that my coworker put spells on people. You heard that correctly. Spells? Yes. Alrighty, this one is a little bit of a throwback, a bedtime story if you want to call it. I still get heebie-jeebies, and I want to preface this because I feel like this coworker might see this somehow, my old coworker. God bless your soul. I love you. This is not a diss, okay? I don't want to float by tomorrow. I already have enough going on in my life. Only thing that I want to make float is my bank account. So if you could do that for me, come on, let's work together, okay? This was back when I was working retail, okay? So we're throwing this one back. I started this retail job in 2020. Want to say I became good coworker friends with her in 2021, end of 2020, okay? I worked at the job before her, and she like shortly started working after me. And she worked at another retail store in the same mall, okay? So she kind of like trickled over, her and another girl trickled over, okay? I became very close with one of the girls first, not the one that does the spells. So I was like very close to the one that like doesn't do the spells. And then all of a sudden the one that like does do the spells, she started working with us, okay? Let me give them nicknames, okay? Number one is non-spell. That's the first coworker. The second one is spell. That's what we're gonna call them so it's easier, okay? So I'm besties with non-spell. Like we're like very close at work. We're giggling. We're like hiding in the fitting room playing patty cake. Like we're having a ball. And then all of a sudden spell starts working there. And it kind of becomes a little trio. Like me, non-spell, and spell. And like we're the best of friends, okay? They were fun as hell. I'm not gonna lie, I miss them to death. Like so much fun. We'd always like clap, giggle. It was a ball, okay? Once again, I worked at this retail position for I want to say 4.5 years, a lot of years, a couple years too much. Okay, hate working a job more than a year. Anyways, so I want to say we start becoming like pretty close. We're just telling each other all our secrets, whatever. At this point, Spell is dating this guy, okay? I don't even know what the fuck to call him. I'm gonna call him Curtin, okay? Because I'm looking at my curtain. So she's dating Curtin at the time. And like her and Curtin, like they're good to like my knowledge, whatever. We would like all gossip and like talk about like what's going on in our lives. She'd be like, yeah, like me and Curtin are having problems, but then they're better the next day. Like it was just like a whole lot of back and forth, okay? One day she doesn't come into work. And keep in mind at this point she got promoted to be like not a manager, but like the thing a little bit above, like about to be a manager, but not a manager. This retail thing was literally like, I swear this job, it was like a hierarchy system. Like it was insane, but like too many hierarchies. Like normally it's like employee, then manager. This one had like employee, then one position, then a second position, then a manager, and then you're the president, and then you're Barack Obama. Like, it was insane. Anyway, so she doesn't come to work, and keep in mind, she had a way better work ethic than me. Actually, everybody in this facility had a better work ethic than me. The water bugs on the ground, they were there before me, okay? I'm telling you right now, they'd be in the fitting room before I was supposed to be there. I was not a good employee. I'll stand on that. I got tired of this job really quick. Besides the point, she was not there one day, and I was like, wait, like, because she took this job, like, very, like, not super, super seriously to the point it's like, boo, but, like, she took it seriously. So I'm like, she's not here. And it's like, oh, like, she's out sick. Like, there's, like, stuff going on, whatever. So I text Spell, and I was like, hey, mama, like, you're sick. You're sick of what? The bullshit? Because I've seen you come in here with the sneezels before, yellow fever. What's going on? She writes me back really quick, and she was like, yeah, like, me and Curtin, like, we broke up. Like, we're done. And keep in mind, she was with Curtin for, like, 2 years. And I was like, oh, like, if I broke up with Chipotle after being there for 2 years, like, oh, I can't imagine. I didn't have a boyfriend at this point. I've never had one. So I was just like, I'm sorry. Anyway, she doesn't come in for a few days, and then she comes in, like, let's say, like, the 4th day, and she's like, it's okay, like, I'm better, like, you know, fuck Curtin, like, about to be on my hot girl shit. And I'm like, yeah, yup, it's summer, mama, yeah. That lasts for, I want to say, about, like, 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And we're, like, all still, and at this point, I forgot to mention, Non-Spell stopped working at this retail job. Like, she moved on. We still kept in contact a little bit, but, like, Non-Spell wasn't there. It was just me, Spell, and, like, a whole new, like, fleet of people. Because the way this retail job worked, it was the Hunger Games, baby. A new person would come in every week, and then they would leave that same week. So, like, it was exchanging people. I was, like, the only permanent person there, and, like, Spell, okay? Anyway, so me and Spell are talking, and, like, she's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna get through it, whatever. Anyways, it's one day at work, and it's me and Spell there. We're both at register, and Spell's like, I have an idea. Like, I have, like, a really, like, weird idea. I'm like, what's going on, Spell? I talked to my girl, and she was like, so, have I ever told you about, like, wooden plank? And I'm like, wooden plank? Like, gravel? Now, wooden plank, that's a code name, okay? So she gave me a man's name, wooden plank. And she's like, no, like, wooden plank, like, my ex from, like, middle school, like, all the way to the end of high school. Like, I dated him for, like, 8 fucking years. And I was like, baby, I don't know what a wooden plank is. And he had a very unique name. So I'm like, I've never heard of that. And she was like, he went to your high school. Because he did go to my high school, but he was a year younger than me. So I'm like, I didn't interact with the youngins. Always with the olders, yeah. Long story short, she starts giving me her whole lore. She was like, yeah, I dated him for, like, 8 years. Like, we were in such a good relationship. And then, like, it just wasn't working out. I feel like it was bad timing. But, like, we ended out, like, really bad. Like, really, nobody cheated on each other, but like they just ended out like really bad, okay? And she was like, I don't know why, like I've been like thinking of him recently, and I'm like, I wonder like, like if he's like, keep in mind, like they've had each other blocked for like at this point like 4 years since they've like broken up. So they have like had each other blocked, have not interacted in 4 years, okay? She hasn't even seen him, let alone in these 4 years. Like they have not even crossed paths. So she's like, I'm just thinking of him, like I don't know, like we have each other blocked, like I kind of want to like run it back, but like I don't know, like I don't know. I'm like, girl, like you're just being delusional. Like it's, it's the ceiling air, it's the water bugs on the ground. Like, you're just hallucinating right now. Let's just get through this shift, okay? And she's like, I'm just thinking. And I'm like, okay, let's think about how to do our job now, because now I'm gonna become the manager. Come on, start sweeping, okay? Anyways, that happens that day. The second day we worked together, like it was 2 days in a row. The second day she was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna do something tonight. Do something? What are you gonna download Tinder? Bumble, big shot? What are you doing, girl? And she was like, no, I got something serious I gotta do. Serious and me. I'm just here to giggle, but go ahead, talk to me. I'm really into it. So she sits me down. We like kind of like go to the back a little bit, right? Like we both abandoned the register because we never gave a fuck. We're near like the fitting rooms, and she's like, listen, like I've been like doing research, and I'm gonna get wooden plank back. I'm gonna get him back. And I was like, okay, like consensually, like is this gonna be a Dateline episode? Am I an accomplice? What do I do, right? She's like, no, bitch. Like I'm not gonna tie him up. And I'm like, okay. Like I don't know, it's gonna be 50 Shades of retail position. Like I'm very scared. She's like, no, like listen. So what I'm gonna do is I found out if you. Oh my gosh, it was a whole thing. She was like, basically tonight when I get home, I'm going to write his name down on a piece of paper, okay? I'm going to put it under my pillow, and I'm going to crack an egg on it, and then I'm just going to like start speaking in Latin and like rub it 4 times. I'm going to spray my favorite perfume on it, and then basically I'm going to do that for 3 nights in a row, and that's how I'm going to get, like, it's like a love spell. And I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm just like nodding, and I'm like kind of like a little bit nervous, but I'm also like my girl putting spells on people. Like, that's fucking right. Like, shoot for the stars. I'm always going to be on a girl's side. Like, yes, like put a spell on him. Okay. Anyways, we end up finishing up that shift. I see her again in 3 days, okay? Or like probably like a week, actually. That was a rumor, like a week. So it's a week after, and I look at her and I was like, wait, bitch, like, did you do that spell thing? And she was like, oh no, I did. Like, I did it for 3 days. Like, it's gonna work. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna work. And I was like, okay, all right. Anyways, we finished up that shift. The next shift I see her, because keep in mind, she told me at that shift too, she was like, I also unblocked him. Like, he still has me blocked, but like, I unblocked him because I'm going to prepare because it's going to work. And I was like, delusion? Yeah. Anyways, I see her like a couple of days after that. And she was like, you will not fucking believe what happened. Like, she like, you could see it in her face. Like, she was like almost startled. And I'm like, what? Like, I thought she was getting fired. I was like, girl, what? Pulls me to the back, and she was like, I'm not. Like, she was shaking. She was literally shaking. And she was like, look what I just got like 2 hours ago. I'm like, girl, what? She shows me her phone. She shows me that little stinky pear phone. She's shaking while like, I'm not even fucking kidding. She's fucking shaking. Goes onto Instagram, goes to her fucking requested DM. Wooden plank DM'd her and said, hey, I know this is really, really weird. Like, you can like block me if you want. Like, I'm just gonna like, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I just have been thinking of you. Like, how have you been? Like, I know this is really weird. We haven't talked in like 8 years, but like, how the fuck have you been? I'm like, that's AI generated. This is before like AI was even like popular, but I'm like, that's AI generated. She was like, oh, like, it's not. Like, this is real. This is not Photoshop. Like, look, she let me scroll it. Like, oh no, it's real, babe. It's real. Anyways, the days keep going past. They end up DMing back and forth. Then they end up getting on a FaceTime call multiple times. Then they end up hanging out multiple times. And then they start dating again. I'm not kidding. They end up dating again for about 2 years. 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. They start dating again. I'm not, like, girls, when I tell you, I am not fucking kidding. They start dating again for 2 to 3 years. Now, last I heard, she just freshly got divorced off of him again. They're not together anymore. But, like, what kind of... I see a lot of people in here talk shit like, oh, that's not real. Oh, that's not real. No, like, I'm living proof. This wasn't my story, but I witnessed it. I witnessed this entire, like, start to fucking finish. I even saw him come in to see her. Like, when they started dating again. He came to my register and said, hey, where's Spell at? Like, where's Spell at? He had no clue. And I even asked her, I was like, are you ever going to tell him that you, like, did that shit? Like, you were speaking in Latin to, like, a piece of, like, Post-it paper with his name on it with perfume dripping off the seat? No, she was never going to tell him. But they dated for 2 to 3 years. Like, what kind of psychology? Like, you can't tell me that's a coincidence. They haven't talked in 8 years. I still have not gotten over that. But yeah, this is your sign, girls. If you want your man back, Or you might have to speak in Latin. That might be the cure. Y'all got perfume? Because what the fuck? And if you see this girl, don't make me float. Don't turn me into